Here we go for the game of the afternoon. Your away team. Come on out to center field. Give it up for the Heat. The Heat will be versus your home team today. Everybody give it up for the Timberwolves.
All right, everybody, welcome to the 10 o'clock game. Jordan Tyson's Heat taking on Charles Babb's Timberwolves. And this is game of the day right here, prime time. The Heat really have not been challenged. Well, they played Eric Stark's Sonics in week 1 with no Jaden Vega. Then they played the Jazz. Then they almost lost to the Jazz in overtime to Brody Torrance. They pulled that out. Played the Bulls last week, and that was without Coach Slaughter or Hackenberg or Tack. So, well, they didn't have Gabe Lapp last week. He should be back this week, but they're going to have their toughest challenge, no doubt, as Gabriel Hoover and Joshua Stefan are going to present their biggest challenge of the season. Jeff Russell here with Jeff Merck on the camera. And today, if you missed it in the 8 o'clock game, Chase Gwaltney hit 2 free throws with no time left on the clock to win the game. Truly was special. Only Chase was standing there at the line. But here we go, 3-0 Heat, 2-1 Timberwolves. Game of the day here, folks. This is going to be a wild one. Salvador underneath. Gabe Lapp, good to see him back. And he steps on the line. Jaden Felpel. Good to see Jaden. Long-time player here at Upward. And Gabriel Hoover. Hoover still looking for his first title in the boys 7th-9th league. And watching Salvador and Hoover go head-to-head is going to be a real treat. Here's Salvador with Hoover, came flying back. And Joshua Stefan, player of the game last week, came up with it, and then it went off his knee. So Stefan last week against the Lakers, they squeaked out a 41-40 win. Jake Harding hits a free throw with 1 second left, but one of the players stepped on the line with a violation. And the Lakers lost. Stefan was player of the game. He just wasn't missing last week. Jet Stoltzfus, player of the game in week 2, inbounding. Out at the lap. Gabe underneath, got by the defense. Nicely done. Good job, Gabe Lapp. And the Heat strike first. Hoover off the glass, good. And this game's tied very quickly. Nydrel Salvador. Inside, Nicholas Roberts, he had a huge shot last week. Big Ben underneath. There's that one extra dribble we're talking about. Got to get that out of your repertoire, Ben. Don't need to take that dribble, but you love passes like that. Nydrel Salvador. And the Heat go up by 2. Hoover, one of the fastest here at Upward. And we're going to have a foul. Elijah Gavilando, good to see Elijah back. He was out, I believe, the last week. And there's another foul. Elijah might have been out 2 weeks. Him and his brother Jose went on a missions trip. So Hoover will go to the line. Hoover misses the first. So Coach Tyson not here today. He plays basketball himself. And he told me he has games today. And I think that's Mogul's father. Braden Mogul's dad. Coached last year of the Chargers. The boys 5th and 6th. Mogul had a huge shot at the foul line last week. Critical for their comeback win. Salvador, Big Ben, missed it. Felpel comes down with it. Felpel using the arm bar, double team, just blind pass right to Gabe Lapp. Underneath looking for Ben. And I'll tell you, Ben Eberle is becoming a force in this league. All right, so Mabry coming into the game. Zach Martin into the game. Here's Lapp. That's for 3. Missed it. Zach Martin underneath. To Mabry. Back. Salvador for 3. Missed it. Nydrel. Right side. And the ball stuck. Where's Mitch Hertzler? Let's get Mitch. Oh, if Mitch was here, he would have got it. Mitch always did that for us. Can't tell you how many times. All right, 4-2. Timberwolves are down. Hoover into the lane, going to challenge Big Ben. No. Zach Martin comes down with it. Out it to Salvador. Blinding speed, super fast hands. Underneath. Stefan all over Gabe Lapp. Mabry out to Salvador. Nydrel's going to drive, and that's in. Good job, Nydrel Salvador. And now a 6-2 game. Hoover underneath. Gabriel, he likes to answer right back real quick. Not that time. Off Gavilando's leg. Gavilando giving Salvador a hard time. He found Gabe Lapp. But Stefan quickly got back there. Good job, Joshua. Lapp kicks it out, Mabry. Over to Salvador. Right back, Mabry. He can hit threes. We've seen that. So can Salvador. He pulls the trigger but misses everything. And we're going to have some subs now. Ryan Hoover into the game. Stefan. Hoover. Lapp. Cross court. Salvador. Beautifully done. And the coach has seen enough. As the Heat pull away 8-2. We'll be back.
I knew that I was not going to be stopped. So at the age of 18, this was my life, right? So you can't possibly become better than me because you're not spending the time on it that I do. Even if you want to spend the time on it, you can't because you have other things. You have other responsibilities that are taking you away from it. So I already won.
Take a look at the standings real quick. You can see the Heat, top of the board. That is the team in gray today. Only undefeated team in the league. Coach Tyson has a chance to go perfect still. No boys 7-9 team has ever had a perfect season. The closest was the 2021 Sixers. No losses, but 1 tie. Gotta get Zach Martin here. Zach's looking around like, what did I do? Boy, those 2021 Sixers were something else. They went into overtime with Mitch Hertzlers Lakers. Ryder Hertlzer on that team. 31-31 tie. Here's Spencer Babb. Spence put one up. This will be Spencer's last season here at Upward. Martin, long pass for Salvador. Ryan Hoover almost broke it up. Salvador, nothing but green jerseys. And this is not a shooting foul, but Nydrel. So, I don't know who they're calling this on. 1-3. I'm not sure I see a 1-3 out there. I think he meant Joshua Stefan, 5-3. Here's Martin. He loves those threes. Zach Martin. And that is becoming commonplace for him. Boy, they got a star feed in Zach Moore. Here's Hoover. 11-2. Big Ben. Boy, the Heat. They are something else here. I mean, you got Gabriel Hoover, Joshua Stefan on the floor. Here's Martin for another one. Now that one was off, but it went right to Gabe Babb. He's sharing the love here. (13-2). I'm sorry, I got the score back. I was wondering what was going on, excuse me, with the scoreboard, folks. I got the wrong team. Tim, I'm not used to the Timberwolves only having 2. Coach Babb not happy right now. Here's Martin. You don't want to leave that open. Zach almost hit it. Underneath Big Ben. Now there, he took it right up. That's what you want to see, Big Ben. No need to dribble. And a chance for a three-point play here. And Eberle does not complete the three-point play. This is becoming a routing right now. Hoover, he's going to draw the foul. But I cannot believe what I am seeing. Stefan and Hoover right now, they have no answers for this Heat team. What the thing is with the Heat, they just play with such team chemistry. And Gabriel, nicely done. Maybe this will spark a fire. 25 seconds to go in the first. Gabriel, that's going to be a violation. Missed everything. 15-3, 24 seconds left. There's Salvador. Nydrel putting on the burners. Slams into Hoover, no call. Underneath, Big Ben doing his thing. Benjamin Eberle. Boy, they got no answers right now. Stefan, I don't know what's going on here. 5 seconds. Oh, they're going to call Gabe Babb. There's a little break for the Timberwolves, but the good thing is there's still plenty of time, and the Timberwolves loaded with talent. Cannot say this game is over. Elijah Benner comes into the game. Stefan at the line. 4 seconds showing the clock. Good job, Josh. Stefan misses that one. Hoover's got a chance. In and out. Stefan to put back. No, at the buzzer. And that's it. After one quarter, 17-4, the Heat. Stay tuned.
Folks, if you'd like to show your support for the New Holland, Pennsylvania Upward program, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here's how. Do you see the QR code in the middle of the screen? Simply get out your phone, open up your camera app, and hover the app right over that QR code. Pretend you're going to take a picture of it, but don't snap that button to take the picture. Just have the QR code in the middle of your camera screen. You should see a link pop up. That link will take you directly to our YouTube channel. Simply click that yellow link, and you'll be showing your support for this organization. Now, one little thing.
Again, as we take a look at the standings here in the boys 7-9, the Heat and Lakers are coming up next. At the top of the leaderboard, the Heat are looking like the team to beat. Here's Stoltzfus. That's short. Big Ben to rebound. There's that one dribble. Drew the foul with it. And Benjamin Eberle making his presence known. Ben misses. Ethan Weaver in the game. Ben misses both. Nydrel follows up. He's going to draw the foul, and the bucket's good. Nydrel Salvador. You can't blink. That ball is loose. Boy, is he fast. 19-4 and a chance at a three-point play here. And did you have any doubt, Nydrel? There was a game that he struggled, really struggled at the foul line in one of these games, but not much. Gavilando. Stolen. Carter Pacheco. Good job, Carter. Timberwolves trying to get something going. Hoover tips it out of bounds. Big Ben kicks it. Stoltzfus for three. No. Offensive rebound, Salvador. Underneath, Nydrel missed the layup. Got the rebound again. Nydrel rejected by Joshua Stefan. Well, you know what you're getting, Josh. Exactly what the Timberwolves needed here. Here's Stefan from the foul. That's for three. Joshua Stefan trying to light a spark here. Stoltzfus. Jed missed. Underneath, Jaden Felpel came down with it. Got it to Hoover. Oh, he wanted to turn on the Jets there, but he couldn't. Underneath, and he's going to draw the foul. Good job, Gabriel. So now a 13-point game. I think their biggest lead was 16. And Hoover at the line. Gabriel misses. Hoover, yes. Every point counts right now. Here's Salvador. And Pacheco couldn't hang on. Break that the Timberwolves needed. Gabriel Hoover, regular season and championship game MVP in the 2022 Boys in 5th-6th League on the perfect Wildcats team of Sean Doherty. Gavilando was on the, he was on the losing Stallions. That was blocked. Here's Hoover. Dangerous pass, but got it to Big Ben somehow. Ben working his way. Big Ben. That is Benjamin Eberle, folks. And he is not being denied today. Boy, I'll tell you what an incredible player he is. The force underneath. He's got to work on the free throw shooting, Ben, and you'll be the Shaquille O'Neal of this league. Well, Shaq wasn't good at free throws either. Nydrel, outlet. Salvador. And Gavilondo, they're going to call him, so that bucket's going to count with the foul. Nydrel, outlet. Salvador. And Gavilondo. Elijah tried, but if you're moving in the slightest bit. Salvador misses, break for the Timberwolves. Here's Hoover. Gabriel. Loves that left side. Gabriel, that would have counted. He's going to go to the line. 3:40 left to go first half. Plenty of time, no reason to panic. Coach Babb telling Gabe to relax. We saw Hoover last week at a technical. He couldn't control himself. And he hits it. He's just a very, very passionate player. I've been watching Gabe throughout the years, and he has always been tenacious. Wears his heart on his sleeve. And misses. Offensive rebound. Stefan, he's going to draw the foul. Well, good teamwork there from the big guys, and that's what they're going to need to do to overpower Eberle. And Josh around and out. Patrick Casey always said games are won and lost at the free throw line, and boy is he right. Stefan misses both. Offensive rebound, Hoover. Over Eberle and in. Gabriel Hoover. And now a 13-point game. Big Ben, guarded by Felpel. Feeds it, Salvador. And a 3-second violation called on Nicholas Roberts. That's going to give the Timberwolves the ball. They need points. Quality shots, boys. Quality shots. Hoover not in a rush. Loves that left side. Hoover dribbling with the left. Gabriel with Stoltzfus on him. Gave up his dribble. Got it to Stefan. Stefan guarded by Salvador. Got it to Felpel. Pacheco on Felpel. Got it to Stefan, missed. Ethan Weaver there, but Nicholas Roberts came up with it. And a quick timeout called by the Heat. We'll be back right after this. Let's take a look at Ryder Hertzlers, one of his best shots of his career. Ryder Hertzler, 2020 Raptors. What a team that was. Fonzie, Ethan Horst was on that team. Micah Bautista. That was a fabulous team. They did lose a game. They lost to John and Jordan Keller's Rockets in week 2. Here's Stoltzfus with 2:40 to go first half. Jed Stoltzfus in and out. Roberts the rebound. And Nicholas Roberts puts it in. 2:25 left to go first half. 26-11. Hoover still looking for answers right now against this team, this Heat team. Here's Ryan Hoover. That was for 3. Underneath, Mabry and Spencer Babb. And Mabry won that battle. Hoover, or this is Gabe Lapp. Stolen by Ryan Hoover. Just what the Timberwolves need. They need some kind of spark. Gabriel bangs into Lapp, but they're going to call Lapp. Lapp looking for a charge right there. Not going to get it, Gabe. Now they're racking up the fouls here. Benner got it to Babb. Ryan Hoover, almost. Gabriel underneath, he missed. And Zach Martin comes up with it. Zach, football pass, dangerous. And Jed Stoltzfus speed comes up with it. Jed gonna take it to length. And he's gonna draw the foul. Well, Jed's gonna go to the line. That almost went. Boy, it is amazing how that ball goes in and out so many times. I would love for someone to test the level on these rims. That does not look level to me. Jed makes the first. Minute 41. Jed makes both. Minute 41, Stefan. For Hoover, Ryan to Gabriel Hoover. Spins, had his arm grabbed, bangs into some bodies, misses. Mason Mabry under there, and ball's gonna stay. So Ryan Hoover to inbound. And that ball is going to go to the Heat. 28-11, minute 25 left to go first half. We are in week 4 of the 2025 season. And I was not expecting this score. I'll tell you folks, 28-11. The Timberwolves have one loss this year, and that is when Gabriel Hoover was not here. Martin on the ground. Going to have a jump here. Ryan Hoover, 7th grader. Gabriel to Stefan, that's for 3, off the mark. Mason Mabry comes up with it. Jed, long outlet for Roberts. Nicholas tried to hang on. Great play, Elijah Benner. Beautiful job. That's going to get his team the ball. Let's take a look at that again. Jed, long outlet for Roberts. Nicholas tried to hang on. Way to go, Elijah. Gabriel underneath. That's going to draw. Boy, Hoover is just a foul-attracting machine. Gotta hit these free throws. He's going to be at the line a lot this year. Free throw shooting, not one of his best parts of his game. Not terrible. But as much as he's going to be at the line, you definitely want to work on this part of your game. Gabriel hits the second. Good job, Gabe. Mabry picked. Hoover missed. Stefan just ripped it out of the air. He missed. And into the hands of Gabe Lapp. 50 seconds ago in the half. Timberwolves came away empty on that one. Gabe Lapp missed. Got his own rebound. Way to follow. Somehow got the ball out to Jed Stoltzfus. What a pass. Jed spins, but Spencer Babb right there. Good job, Spence. Lapp somehow saved it. Don't tell me how. Roberts missed it. 27 seconds. Here's Gabriel. Hoover. Almost. And that's going to go the other way. A lot of work with nothing to show for it. $20 seconds. Jed Stoltzfus. Not going to be pressed. Got it to Gabe Lapp. Gabe taking on Spence. Backing his way in. And missed the layup. Jed with 9 seconds. Jed, and that's good. And the Heat now have 30 points for the half. So after 1 half of play, the Heat with a big lead, 30-12. Stay tuned for the second half.
All right, I'll see you next week. Take care.
Thank you.
A little bit of another word that is very tied and very intimately woven to the word grace, and the word is forgiveness. Forgiveness is grace in action, where favor meets the reality of our failings. Forgiveness is the tangible expression of grace. Just as grace is freely given to us by God, forgiveness reflects the unearned mercy to others. When we forgive, we are showing that grace triumphs over judgment and opens the door for healing and restoration. In essence, forgiveness is grace lived out. And as I had started off this year by saying, to see grace everywhere we go in life, in the same way, I think this week for you to see forgiveness and how forgiveness is and how grace is impacted in your life, where you give grace to somebody else, where you receive grace from somebody else, where you forgive others, or you receive forgiveness. And then specifically, to really think about what forgiveness do you need to forgive yourself of. You know, it's one thing that we can say, I'm sorry, those 3 great words in that way, but we need to also know that we can forgive ourselves and give ourselves a little bit of grace, a little bit of leeway to say, you're not perfect. So this week as we go around our lives and our days, where is it that grace, you need to give yourself grace. You need to forgive yourself of whatever that might be. That's the challenge. Let me pray. Jesus, thank you for this day and just all that you do in our lives and what you're doing to make us more like you. I pray that we learn these things each and every day. In Jesus' name, amen.
I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron while I got the steam on.
Folks, if you're not aware, every Wednesday I do a Wednesday weekly wrap-up. And we look at all the action from today and then look at the upcoming games and we look at the standings. Let's take a look at last week's weekly wrap-up. Welcome, everybody, to the Wednesday Weekly Wrap-Up. I'm your host, Jeff Russell. We'll take a look at the action from last Saturday and the upcoming games for this Saturday, Week 4. And we'll also take a look at the standings. Kicking it off at 8 a.m. was Chick Cole's 76ers, and they were hosting Ezra Hoover's Jazz. The Jazz still looking for their first win of the season, coming into this game at 0-2. Sixers were 1-1. Jazz would be without Brody Torrance and Jose Gabilondo in this one. And Chick Coles would have to play without Philip Umbel and Joshua Day. Let's take a look at the highlights and see if the Jazz finally got their first win. There's Chase. Weaver underneath. Good job by Fox. Follow Concepcion Leyva. Oh, well, it's Brody Torrance because it's not. DJ Fox stepping up today. Here's Gwaltney, right baseline. He buries it. A huge game if they're going to pull this upset. The coach's son, Hoover for 3. That's no good. Stoltzfus picks it up off the glass and nicely done. In it. Reminds me a lot of Jason Williams passes. Here's TJ Fox, very nicely done. Hoover underneath. Fouled and one. Jackson Hoover. Jazz. And Fonzie's younger brother to inbound. Got it to Waltney. Kicks it out. Weaver for 3. Buries it. Take a 3. Crosses over. Crosses back. Weaver. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Look at Caden Weaver. Nicely done. To the right. Hook. No good. Fonzie's brother. The rebound. Good job, Byron. Waltney steps in. He takes control and he puts it in. Ezra Hoover won it. Here's Concepcion Leyva looking for his second bucket. And there's Byron in the first half. All right, we're back. Jeff Russell here with Jeff Russell on the camera. I'll do my best for you, folks. And the Heat up 30-12. And looks like Nydrel is going to go to the line. I cannot believe the score right now. Nydrel misses. Braden Mogul coming into the game. 4 bench players for the Heat. 3 bench players for the Timberwolves. And another point to Nydrel's collection. Hoover. Gabriel, stolen. Jed Stoltzfus outlet. Got it for Nydrel. Gabriel Hoover came back and rejected it. You know what you're getting. That was a double ceremonious rejection. Here's Bajeko. Carter almost. Carter following his shot. Good job, Carter. Bajeko. Ball's going to go the other way. Elijah Gavilando, older brother of Jose. Nydrel waiting for Gabriel. 2 of the best players in this league. Gabriel missed. Big Ben came down with it. Right back, Weaver. Good job, Ethan Weaver. Got his team the ball. Gabriel spins, misses it. Elijah Benner rejected. Big Ben. That's not nice, Ben. Benjamin Everly having a career game here. And the ref is explaining that that was clean. Big Ben with the clean block. Nydrel. And that's going to stay, but my goodness, is he fast. He is so deceptively fast. 31-12, third quarter action. Here's Gavilando. Elijah for 3. No good. Ethan Weaver came down with it. Ethan. And going to get him on a travel. Fidel having no mercy. Hate to inbound. Stoltzfus sees a wide open Benjamin Eberle. Ben missed it. Bajeko there. And not sure what happened. But regardless, the Heat end up with it. Bajeko, Carter, a great look, and he put it in. Carter Bajeko. Let's look at that again. But regardless, the Heat end up with it. Bajeko, Carter, a great look. Good job, Carter. Underneath, rejected. Didn't get to see who that was. We'll take a look at that in a second. Stefan somehow got it back, misses. And the Timberwolves are really cranking it up right now. And Carter Bajeko, a much-needed basket for the Heat to separate, slow down the momentum. Timberwolves are trying to turn it up, turn the dial up, and plays like that just really make it that much harder. Underneath, Salvador missed it. Salvador and Stefan go to the ground. And Nydrel is not one to back down from a big man. Big Ben has Stoltzfus. Jed missed it. Carter Bajeko, great play. Got it back to Jed. Back to Carter. Carter's going to pull the trigger, and he buries it. Carter Bajeko again. Let's take a look at this. Carter Bajeko, great play. Got it back to Jed. Back to Carter. Carter's going to pull the trigger. And Bajeko doing damage. that the Timberwolves never saw coming. It's bad enough you got to deal with Nydrel. Everybody just chipping in on this team, and Stefan's going to draw the foul. 35-12. Carter Pacheco, the unsung hero. When you finish taking care of Eberle, Gabe Lapp, Nydrel, Jed Stoltz, now you got Carter Pacheco tearing you apart. And it's, well, there's going to be a big line change now. Mabry, Martin, Gabe Lapp's going to come in. Pacheco, Stoltzfus, Mogul, and Eberle are all going to sit. Nydrel's going to stay in the game. So 3:52 left, third quarter. Stefan, this is everything. That just sums up the Timberwolves' day. Nydrel, floater, no good. Mabry to rebound. Mason, he put it up no good, and Stefan rips it out of the air. Joshua Stefan, player of the game last week. Stefan spins, misses it, but the Timberwolves just can't catch a break. Here's Gabe Lapp. Gabe, and that's going to be off Stefan's leg. Stay tuned for the 11 o'clock game coming up, folks. Ethan Devine and the Lakers going to take on Lonnie Hochstetler's Trailblazers. Mabry. And Hoover almost had a hand on it. And that's Nydrel for three. That's no good. Elijah Gabalando ripped it out of the sky. Gabalando, good pass, got it to Hoover. Gabriel off the glass, that would have counted. He's going to go to the line. Coach Babb, not used to being in this position, down 18 points. No, I'm sorry. Well, there, that helps. My math is off. Down 22 points. And this is the most they've been down all season. Nydrel. Out at the lap. Gabe going to pull the trigger. That's for three, no good. Elijah Benner has it. Good job, Elijah. Elijah gonna call Zach Martin here. Falpel got it to Gabriel in the lane, and that's good. Much needed basket. Nydrel, he's going to draw the foul. It's incredible, Nydrel Salvador. Nydrel at the line. Misses. And Nydrel makes the second. Over. Stefan, and that's for 2. Trying to chop away at the lead. Long outlet, Martin missed it. Go the other way. Joshua again. Trying to lead his team back into this. 36-19. What once was 23, now 17. Martin for 3. That's no good. Spencer Babb the rebound. Quick outlet. Stefan. Joshua looking for more. Missed it. Nicholas Roberts, but Hoover ripped it out of his hands. Ripped it out again. Gabriel, what's he got to do, the man? Let's take a look at this work underneath. More. Missed it. Nicholas Roberts, but Hoover ripped it out of his hands. Ripped it out again. Gabriel. Oh, that is pure determination right there. Gabriel, huge. Now down to 16, plenty of time, 1:13 left to go in the third. Plenty of time. We've seen the Heat relinquish their leads plenty of times. Hoover hits both. Calling for the press. Very hard to press Nydrel Salvador. Gabe thought about it. Got it to Mabry. Mabry for 3. Missed it. Big Ben the rebound. Backing in Felpel. And Ryan Hoover with a big steal. But Martin took it right back. And Lapp for 3. No good. Stefan comes away with it. Timberwolves need every point they can get. Stolen away, Gabe Lapp. Lapp over Hoover. Gonna draw the foul. Hoover can't believe it. Let's take a look at this. I don't know, Fidel. Away, Gabe Lapp. Lapp over Hoover. Well, I guess he was moving. You gotta be planted. Hoover tried to get planted. He just was not planted. Gabe misses. So a break there for the Timberwolves, and Gabe Hoover is going to take a rest. With 36 seconds left to go in the third, Hoover sits. Gabe Lapp hits the second. The Heat, 37 points. Boy, did they put up a lot of points. Gavilando over the head of Babb. 26 seconds to go. If we look at the Heat, they've put up 43, 42, and 41 points in their 3 weeks. Never scored under 41 points for the season. That is incredible. Salvador off the glass, in. Nydrel. And the Heat are going to go way over. They may be in the 50s in the time this game's done. Sack, 6 seconds. Nydrel going to draw the foul with 3 seconds. They're going to get Jaden Felpel. Well, right now I have Nydrel Salvador in the lead for the regular season MVP, but there's a long way to go. But clearly Nydrel's been sensational. Big Ben and Felpel may get a tech here. And they're not going to give him one. Refs are being kind. Whitmer was here. That might have been a tech. But you can understand the frustration of the Timberwolves. Big Ben. Nicely done, Big Ben. And one more point and the Heat will tie their record for the season. They have scored 41 or more in every game. And that's it after 3. The Heat 41, Timberwolves 21.
Number 1, put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift.
How do I get right with God? We are sinners, and Romans 6:23 tells us that the penalty of our sin is death. The reason why Jesus died on the cross was to pay for our own penalty. He died in our place. And when we understand and believe that Jesus died for our sins, we now can have a close relationship with a perfect and holy God.
All right, we're back with Jeff Russell on the camera. Thank you to me for filming and commentating. Folks, if you ever see me up here by myself, feel free to come up. I will never turn you down if I'm working the camera. You have an open invitation. But Stefan didn't have an open invitation to the lane right there, but we're going to get it back. Bajeko, Carter Bajeko had a beautiful series of shots earlier in the game. Here's Stefan, that's for 3, way off. Big Ben, the rebound, and Ryan Hoover crashes right in front of me into Trenton Zimmerman. Big Ben. Ben got it ahead, Stoltzfus. Bajeko looking for more, missed it. Haven't seen his brother Preston. I guess Preston's not here. Eberle got it back. Ryan Hoover, what a steal. Ryan Hoover. Well, I tell you, everybody is trying today with all their heart. Here's Mogul. Had a huge shot last week. Stoltzfus and the Heat add on it more. Jaden Felpel. Babb over to Felpel. Felpel. Ryan Hoover. Hoover trying to drive into the lane. Probably not the best choice there, Ryan. Gabe Lapp lays it in. The Heat are just turning it up the temp. 45-21. This is an embarrassment right now. Here's Stefan for 3. But Bajeko comes down with it. And they're having fun right now, the Heat. And Nydrel's not even in the game. Nydrel's just sitting back watching his team play without him. And they're doing a pretty good job. Big Ben for 3. Here's Stefan. That's good. Timberwolves will take anything at this point. Cross court. Mogul, floater, and that's good. Great at Mogul. And we got a timeout. We'll be back after this word from Kobe.
I knew that I was not going to be stopped. You know, so at the age of 18, this was my life, right? So you can't possibly become better than me because you're not spending the time on it that I do. Even if you want to spend the time on it, you can't because you have other things. You have other responsibilities that are taking you away from it. So I already won.
So we take a look at the standings here. The Heat looking to stay undefeated. They probably will. They'll be the only undefeated team in the boys 7-9. No boys 7-9 team has ever gone perfect, folks. But the Heat may be the first. Patrick Casey and the 2021 Sixers had 0 losses. They went all the way through, won the championship, but 1 tie in week 3 took them out of the perfect status. Hoover, he was on a perfect team, and that was a perfect shot. They need help. Pacheco off the glass. Carter Pacheco for his 6th point of the game. And they answer right back. Stefan and Pacheco with a steal. Carter. Here's Jed to Big Ben. There's that extra bounce we talked about, Ben. If you can see this, work on getting rid of that extra bounce. It's going to cost you 49 points for the Heat. Timberwolves have it. Long way to go with 3 minutes left. You're going to need a ton of points and need them fast. And that was Hoover or Stefan, couldn't tell. Long outlet, knocked away by Gabriel. Let's see who it was. You're going to need a ton of points and need them fast. That was Gabriel Hoover. Very nice. And I don't think we've had anybody get into the 50s. Not sure, but it certainly looks like the Heat. We're going to break the 50-point barrier today. Coming up next, folks, Ethan Devine's Lakers against Lonnie Hochstetler's Trailblazers. And Devine and the Lakers suffered their first loss of the season last week to these Timberwolves right here, 41-40. Jake Harding hits a free throw with 1 second left, but it was negated on a violation, line violation, and the Lakers suffer their first loss. Hochstetler also coming off a loss. And here we go with 2:48 left. Elijah Benner just got squashed. 47-29, 2:47 left to go. Stefan. They're now in miracle territory. Benner threw one up. Stoltzfus. Underneath, Mabry. Right there, Mogul, the putback, missed it, got his own follow through, missed it again. Braden, my heart goes out to you, but your team's ahead by 50, so it doesn't matter. Here's Hoover. Gabriel kicks it out, Stefan. Stefan, no good. And Jed Stoltzfus comes away with it. Long outlet, Stoltzfus to Pacheco. Carter, another basket for Carter Pacheco. Carter, I think that's his 8th point of the game. And they break the 50-point barrier. Here's Hoover for 3. Minute 35 left in this one, folks. The Heat are going to go to 4-0. Timberwolves fall to 2-2. Underneath Mogul. Stoltzfus. The record for the most points in a game was from the Sixers in 2020. There's Elijah Benner. Good job, Elijah. 64 points were scored. In the snowstorm scrum, it was a 4-on-4. Gabriel missed. Jed, long outlet. Pacheco to add on for more. Babb slams into him, no call. I think they're they would have called that normally. Good job, Elijah. Here's Stefan for three. 41 seconds left in this one, folks. Hoover. That's going to count. And one. And a little too late, Gabriel. So we're going to have co-players of the game in this one, folks. Nydrel Salvador and Big Ben are both getting players of the game. I got to start giving out co-players of the game. That was Hoover. 51-32. The Heat are for real. Other teams of the league, if you're hearing this, prepare for Heat. Only undefeated team. Still have a chance to go perfect. We've seen many teams go perfect until championship Saturday. We saw Hertlzers Lakers get into the championship game. They fell to the 2023 Knicks. Luke Harding pulled a great upset. Championship Saturday is a whole different beast because Isaiah Lapp was just absolutely exhausted, he told me, in that final game. They didn't lose one game to that point all season. Here's Mabry for three. That's no good. 8 seconds left. Stolen away. Zach Martin at the buzzer. Your final, 51-32. Congratulations, Nydrel Salvador, Big Ben Eberle, and the Heat. Stay tuned. Lakers Trailblazers coming up next.